Now, let's turn our attention to our correspondent, Jin Hong, who is revealing what it means to be a community super user. Jin, take it away.
Thanks, Donna and Atari. It's awesome to be here again and having a great conference. I have a huge passion for community, especially in the community forums. I started my first one in 2013, and ever since then I've been an addict, and I love going into those forums and being able to answer questions. But we're here to talk with a couple of our super users from our forums, Greg and Pragati. And so if you've ever been on one of our forums and asked a question, you probably have gotten an answer from one of these two or one of the other super users that are in there. And we just want to hear from them and see what's going on. So let's start with you, Greg. How long have you been a super user?
Oh, I can't remember the exact time, but I know it's been a couple years, 2 or 3. I know I was part of the first super user group, and there were only about 8 to 10 of us back then. It's grown a lot since then. I think there's at least 30 or 40 Power BI super users, and I think out of the whole community of the Power Platform, there's like 130 now.
Wow, that's amazing. Like being in one of the first inaugural classes, it's pretty special, and being able to watch it grow. So what is the best thing to you about being a super user?
The best thing that I enjoy is really the social aspect of it. You're connected to a lot of your peers within the community forums. As a super user, you have some dedicated spaces within the forums to collaborate, interact with the other super users. And I've also reached out to individual super users off hours to just to get to know them better and learn their backgrounds and histories. And so it's been a great social experience, particularly during COVID.
Totally agree. Yes, super user.
For me, being a super user is more around, being responsible about what's happening in the community and like how people are actually helping the other community members. But for me, being super user is just not helping others. It's more around learning new things from other community members as well, because that's where you get to interact with everyone in the community. So it's helping plus learning.
Yeah, so it's like you're teaching people, but really you're actually learning yourself too.
Yes,
How long have you been a super user for?
This is my second time as super user.
Very cool. So I'm sure everyone's kind of curious. I'm curious too. Like, can you give us like a month in the life of a super user? What do you do on a monthly basis?
Generally, I just try to answer like 20 to 30 questions like in a month. But sometimes I also try to write few blogs which show general tips and tricks around doing things in Power BI. So that's how I, just try to help community members. I also go through different blogs and techniques just to see how things work in Power BI as well.
That's amazing. I know that you and Greg have a really cool connection and that he helped you become an MVP.
Yes, Greg basically nominated me for being a Microsoft MVP in data platform category. And that's how basically I started interacting with him. And yeah, thanks, Greg, for that.
Well, that's amazing. Like, so really, the super user program is a great way to like get into the MVP, get recognition, and help other people out, of course, right? Like there's great connections to be made there. That's fantastic. And we love our super users across all of our communities. To join in the fun, come check out the community forums and then follow the link below to learn more about the super user program. Thank you both for being awesome super users and helping the community ongoing.
Thank you.